Hey everybody, welcome. Today we're recording a special video on unboxing of LTB versus MTB. So we're going to start out by opening, just showing you the packaging presentation, and then we'll go into depth what is actually included in the package.
You first, sir. Sorry we did not set our knives on fire for this one.
No knife fires. Voila.
That's how I think you're supposed to do it. And voila. I don't have fancy LTB packing paper. It's a nice touch for like a tackle box. Classing it up.
Alright, so now we're going to dive in and see what all's included. We will start with LTB. You get your golden ticket. And then comes with a letter thanking you for your continued support, talking about some new stuff that they're coming out with, just keeping you updated. I like that too. Communication's always good. Opening up the wrapping paper, now we have more stuff. So we have $5 off coupon code, and it talks about what all is included in the box. Of course, your Lucky Tackle Box sticker, and a little magazine. So, talks about what's in the box. Alright, so first on the list is a BD Buzz Bait. Nice little presentation with a chartreuse skirt. Definitely be using this. And then we got the Kraken Jerk Bait. There it is. By Lunker Hunt, sorry. And I think I already have one of these, but it's a good one. Maybe a little different color. This one's a little shinier than my other one.
If you don't want it, I'll take it.
And then we've got the Big Bite Baits Coontail Worm. These look very nice. These little ripples are going to give you a lot of water displacement, so that will attract some fish. And then we've got a Warax. Let's see, the crawls, it's a 4-inch crawl. Definitely be using that on my jigs. And I was trying to look at the scent, it says B2A scented.
My favorite of all, the bee scents.
Yeah, the bee scents, that's the best, whatever. And then it came with some mustad hooks. Looks like these are 3/0. No, these are 2/0. The packaging slip says 3/0, so a little goof there, but I use 2/0 too, so that's fine. And then came with a Bait Mate fish attractant. Never used that, so that'll be interesting to use. And then, let's see, the next one is the Unfair Lures Stick Minnow. This one looks very cool. It's got some speckles on it. Yeah, that's pretty nice. And that's it on the list of things, but I've got 2 extras included, which I did enter a code for my box to include 1 extra for free this month, but it looks like I got 2. So I got the bait ball, the live target. This looks pretty cool. Looks like a little school of shad swimming. This will be awesome to use. And then the Fish Hound Crank Hound. Pretty cool. Cool little lure. I'm excited to try that one as well. So that is all that's included in mine.
It's my turn.
Time for MTB.
So my mystery tackle box says, I'm just going to go down the list. So it says I've got a.
Yep.
Yeah. So I've got a crankbait. It makes a lot of noise. It's got a really cool white, kind of yellow stripe and then blue at the top. So that's gonna be really interesting. He's got a really big spoon on him. So I'm gonna have to read on him and see, or check, kind of see what kind of action he's gonna do, because it's kind of long, kind of straight, but that'll be kind of interesting, kind of fun to play with. The 3DS Minnow from Yozuri, which a chartreuse and purple, which is kind of an interesting combination. He's got a very, very tiny spoon on him that's curved out at an angle, so I imagine he does a little bit of diving. Really cool looking though. Says it's special color, so you know, if they say it's special, it must be. I've got a Lunker Hunt hatch spin. Looks like a minnow with, I don't really know what you want to call it, because it's got a spin on it, but it's also painted just like a minnow. That ought to be really interesting to see. See how that guy works. Never seen that before. Some straight wild worms. From V&M Baits. Yeah, this is it right here. Sorry. The logo is really small, but I've got some paddle tail worms. I don't know if you can see them.
Where's the length on those? They're huge.
That's really interesting. So you've got a really short kind of worm action. You've got what looks almost like an egg sac, and then you can't see it, but it's almost like a wedge pattern on this tail. It's wider at the top than it is at the bottom, and then it has a kind of a weird little paddle tail.
So that's going to give you a lot of action in the water.
I hope so. That's really interesting. I'm really looking forward to see what all that, how that's going to work. And it's blue, so on murky water here in Texas, that might actually be the perfect thing for us. But you'll see it. We'll do a video on it. So. And then some swagger worms from Buddha Bait. They look like they're pretty pumpkin. But they've got it's kind of a ribbed worm. It's got like a swim tail on it, but it's got a hole in it. Let me make sure. Yep, they've all got holes in it. So
what you do with that is you're gonna tear it right there, and then that's gonna give you a lot of action in the water.
Doing my baby. But I have used, Zoom makes a speed worm that's similar to this. That doesn't have the little hole in the tail, but bass will chase it. There's been places where the only thing I could get was bass to chase it. You can watch some of our other videos, but that's really interesting. Smell that baby. Woo! Those things are stinky.
Garlicky. I think the fish are gonna like those.
And then I've got some Daiichi. What size are these? It's a round bend hook.
I don't see a size, but it's looking like a 4.
I will say
maybe
it looks like a 4 or a 5, but some offsets. So we'll use these. I imagine they're pretty sharp, but I've also got my monthly dibble. And then I've got a sweet sticker. I don't even know the style. Like I remember, like as a kid, there were these toys called Rat Fink, and they were just these awful rodent type things, and they all had the bulging eyes and stuff. Looks like something Rob Zombie would draw for rednecks. But so that's my what's in my box.
Okay, so we lined up all our items here. I got a total of 9 items. Now keep in mind, I did have that code, which they may still have going on, but you can enter a promo code and get 1 extra free lure. So then I have 8, but then they have that other one that was just randomly thrown in, not on my list either. So I think technically I would have gotten 7 items total. And then compared to the MTB, you're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items. So LTB wins on the amount of items given, just technically by 1, but since I had the promo code, by 3. As far as the items go, they're pretty similar on quality you get. I mean, we both got a Lunker Hunt brand. He got a Lucky Craft, which is pretty cool. I love Lucky Craft. They make great products, so he kind of wins in that area. Soft plastics, we just got different items. Those Buddha baits are pretty sweet. I think they're going to catch a lot of fish, and I'd love to try out those wild things too. That looks pretty sweet. So rarity of items, I think he wins on the soft baits. But besides that, very similar boxes, and the price, they're exactly the same. I know they have promo codes going on right now where you can get $10 off your first month. So that's a good deal to check out. That brings it down to $15, I believe. And then the Lucky Tackle box normal price is just $25, same as MTB. And like I said, they have that promo code where you get a free lure, or at least they did at the time I purchased this. It may not still be going on. And by the way, guys, this is not a paid endorsement by either of these companies. We are individual subscribers, so we get nothing out of this. We just want you guys to know when making a decision on which brand to go with, you can kind of see the history of what each one gets. So hopefully this will help you guys out.
Well, and here's another thing I've noticed. I've watched some other unboxings on YouTube for same months I've gotten, same months that for like the MTB, and I've seen different people get different things. So what's in my box may not be exactly in your box. I've seen people that got like 8 things in their mystery tackle box, and so it really is kind of a mystery as far as, I don't know if Lucky Tackle box is the same. This is kind of the first time I've seen this.
But what I have noticed is both boxes will usually send you 2 soft plastics and then several hard lures. This is my first time with LTB2 getting theirs, so the fact that they included a fish attractant, I thought that was pretty cool. I've never gotten that with MTB. So that's kind of a cool deal. I mean, both of them always include hooks, so they're very similar. But just the fact that I got more items this time, I think LTB comes out a little ahead, but the real test will be when we get these out in the water, and we'll do that in our next video. We will fish against each other, have a little challenge, and see who can catch the most fish, just using these items that came in our box.
I bought a bottle of bait mate before. I think it was just general. I don't think it was bait or bass or catfish, or I think they had a general one. This stuff is very, very stinky, and it will stay on your hands. So if you get this, just know, I mean, this is a single use. It's got little tabs, you can tear it and squirt it, but just know that it's very stinky and it doesn't smell like anything you've ever smelled. One thing that was really cool about this one, sorry, I've been looking at this one, everybody's been watching me stare at it. Look at the detail on this guy. It looks like it's been cut and it's bleeding. Like, how freaking sweet is that?
It is very, very weird.
So I'm kind of interested to watch, see how that one does. I'm impressed by the detail on this one too. Like, it straight up looks like a real fish. Like, if I didn't know it was fake, no, I wouldn't.
So, very good products overall. We're happy with both of them. By the way, guys, I want to give a huge shout out to Blue Mania Energy. We're not sponsored by them or anything. This isn't a paid endorsement. We just absolutely love their product. and they hooked us up with some stuff. So just want to shout out to them and thank them for the product.
Try the watermelon. It's fantastic. Actually, that one's really good too. The low carb.
And
Most low carb things kind of, not that great.
Yeah.
But that one was really good. The watermelon was really good. Just watch out for them. If you see it, give it a shot.
Or let us know. I know right now they're kind of rebranding, but not really. They're getting into some different stores right now. So it's hard to find them right now, but if you are interested, let me know and I'll shout out to them and see if we can find a location for you to get them. So just leave it in the comments below if you're interested.
So anyway, stay tuned. We'll do a video. We'll fish against each other using only whatever's in our box. So stay tuned for that. Anything else you want to say, Luke?
No. Catch you next time.
Peace out.